In the last couple of videos, I have been diving into automating job costing, and in this video, I'm just going to record as I build out a dashboard to show gross profit analysis based on estimators. So it'd be really nice for estimators to be able to see how they are doing from a gross profit standpoint, rolled up over the last month or so. So what I'm going to try and do here is inside our sales interface here, I'm going to make a new interface and we're going to make this a dashboard. And we want to do this based on projects. So I'm going to finish that. And then inside of here, we've got a bunch of different ways that we can analyze or look at stuff. So let's say that on this pivot table, we want to have the rows be projects. Let's do project type, actually. That could be interesting. And we want the columns to be estimator. And then the values. So once we have more information in the database, this should be able to tell us, oh no, we don't want to do sum, we want to do average. So this would show us gross profit percentage by sales rep, for example. And again, as this gets built out, and right now we only have data in here for 6 jobs, and it just so happens that all these jobs are the same estimator. Actually, I'm going to just go ahead and apply that. So now that we have those estimators in there, let's see if it changes at all. So this is saying that this estimator on interiors is 93.58% gross profit. And so we could name this like gross profit percent by estimator and project type. So that's kind of interesting. Shows the average both directions. What else could we look at here? We could see for crew leaders, let's do that. We could do project status. Actually, I've thought of an idea. We could go here and duplicate this, and then let's do gross profit percentage by estimator, or sorry, by rows. We're going to change it from project type to be crew leader. So project crew leader. And then the columns would be estimators. So you could see, especially for a company that has way more estimators and crew leaders, you could see how certain crews do with certain projects from estimators. That would be kind of interesting. So we'll leave that. I'm going to change the name of this to say gross profit by estimator and crew leader. And then up here, we could say, let's just show gross profit. The x-axis is going to be estimator, or let's do crew leader, project crew leader. And the x-axis value ascending, that's fine. Y-axis is going to be summary of gross profit percentage. And we want it to be an average gross profit. Yep, so we want an average gross profit by gross profit percentage average. Yeah, just like that. And then is there any other filters here? And the reason that we only have 2 values here, keep in mind, is because our data only has 2 different crew leaders listed. So if we wanted to look at, a lot more than just those, than those crew leaders, or for example, if we wanted to do, instead of crew leaders, do job leaders, project job leaders. Now we can see these are all 100% because they have not done very many jobs or any jobs. So they're all just 1 because of the average of nothing. So as jobs come in, that would show, that could be interesting. We're going to call this gross profit percentage based on job leader. And then we could filter by complete date is within the past 30 days. So we call this trailing 30-day gross profit average. There we go. What else could we do here? We could look at gross profit by month. So we could do another one here, duplicate this and say that I want to see not the past 30 days. So we'll take away this filter, but I want to see on the x-axis, we want to show complete date, and we want to bucket it by the month. And there we go, ascending up. And we want the y-axis to be the summary of gross profit percentage. And now we've got, again, if we were doing this for more, right now, July, it says 96.75%. Let's look at the underlying records. And there we go. So the reason, I know why. The reason that these are all 100% is because we have not put any expenses in at all for any project. So it's just showing that we have, our jobs aren't costing anything and we're making 100% on them. So July, there is a complete date or a project that has a complete date of July and July 1. So Bob Hallman, and we already have a gross profit or some expenses logged in there. And if we go look at the data here in expenses, let's go back to projects. So of these ones, the complete date says 7/1, and I just put in some random values for materials saying it's 254. But so that explains that. But anyways, yeah, so you can build these out, and I should change this to say this is gross profit percentage by month. And we could also filter and say, only show me where the project status is any of completed or invoiced, paid in full. So if we don't have job completed, invoice, or paid in full, I don't want to see it because it's not actual gross profit yet. So there's a couple of different ways that we can slice up the data. Hopefully you found that interesting. Let me know if you're curious, if there's any other. I just thought of one other one that I got to do right now. So we could do a count. Let's do a summary of the total amount. And we're going to say this is sum. So this is sum of, and this is going to be called total revenue. This is total revenue produced year to date. And we want one filter where the complete date is this calendar year. So now it's saying that we have produced 1.5 million this calendar year, which is pretty awesome. We can duplicate this again and say, let's look at total revenue produced month to date. Then we're just going to change that filter to say is within this calendar month. So there we go. A bunch of different ways to slice up this data. We're going to say production dashboard, and we can call this what else are you curious if we can show in the dashboard like this? I was just playing around with some things that I thought might be interesting. So if you have anything that you'd like to see, feel free to leave a comment down below or reach out to us and I'll make a video on how to do that. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Chris with Boolean, where our mission is to free you up to do what you love. If you're a painting contractor, we'd love to chat with you. We automate painting businesses all day long, every day. So if you're a painting company, we can save you a ton of time and we'd be happy to chat more. Thanks so much.